やばいって英語で何て言うか知っていますか？実は答えが少し複雑ですが、今からシェアします。皆さんこんにちは、アーサーです。やばいって思わずに使っている日本人の方がとても多いです。例えば、美味しいラーメンを食べた時のこのラーメンやばい。また、ラーメンを食べ過ぎてお金がなくなった時の昨日のラーメン美味しかった。また食べに行こう。やばい、お金ない。日本語だと一つの言葉で完結できるのですごく便利なんですが、英語になるとそんな簡単じゃないです。あなたの気持ちを英語で自然に伝えられるように、今回の動画ではやばいの自然の英語の言い方を一緒に学びましょう。よろしくお願いします。So, how do you say yabai in English and why is it so complicated? It's because this single word yabai actually has many different meanings. You can say yabai to mean something is very bad. Alright, もう少し授業が始まるぞ。やばい。宿題忘れてた。But you can also say yabai to mean something is very good. And you can also say yabai just when you're surprised. やばい。電車に乗り遅れちゃう。No! In Japanese, you can just use this one word yabai, but depending on the situation, the way you say it in English is different. Remember, English isn't about translating Japanese words into English words. 英語の本来の目的は頭の中のイメージ、気持ち、情報、いわばメッセージを相手に伝えることです。The main point of real communication is the messages. The words are just tools to share those messages. So if we just focus on the words, we may share a wrong message or say something strange. So if we want to learn how to speak naturally, we have to, 1, focus on the feeling of what we want to say. Focus on the message. And then 2, we have to find out how to share that feeling, how to share that message in English. So the first step is, what's the message of yabai? Well, like I shared before, yabai is used when something is very good or very bad. But more than anything, it's a strong emotional response, mainly when you're surprised. So how do you express that strong surprise emotional reaction in English? Well, it depends on what you want to say in Japanese. For example, you can say, このラーメンやばい or やばい、このラーメンうまい, right? The first one has both the surprise and good or bad meaning in the word yabai. And in the second sentence, the surprise aspect is covered by yabai, but then you have the good or bad word at the end, right? So if you want to say something like 何々がやばい, the key is to use a word that shares that positive or negative meaning. So when something is really good, you can say something like, awesome! This ramen is awesome! Amazing! This ramen is amazing! When something is really bad, you could say, terrible! This ramen is terrible! Awful! This ramen is awful. This is the worst. This ramen is the worst. Now, these phrases share the positive or negative message, but none of them really have the feeling of surprise. We have to add in that surprise element with another phrase. And to add surprise, you could say something like, wow, for good surprises. Wow, this ramen is amazing. What? For bad surprises. Hey man, how did the test go? What? That's so terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. And for both good and bad, you can say, oh my God, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Did you notice the last 3? God, gosh, goodness? Well, what's the difference? Well, this is a great opportunity to learn about American culture. In societies based on Christianity, many people felt like saying God's name lightly was impolite. So instead of saying God, they'd say gosh, or to be more polite, they'd say goodness. Oh my God.
Arthur, watch your language.
Oh my gosh?
I raised you better than that.
Oh my goodness?
Much better.
Okay. But in particular, there's an expression I recommend to share surprise more than the other phrases, and that's, oh man. Now, this phrase, oh man, is an expression you use to show surprise, and people use it a lot. Originally, it had mainly a negative meaning like yabai, but now it's used for all sorts of situations, and it's a phrase that I personally use a lot. Now, before I go any further, I want to clear up a misunderstanding. When I share this phrase with my students, often they say something like, 朝マンだから主に男の人が使うでしょ?主に男の人に対して使うでしょ? And I understand why you feel that way because the dictionary meaning of man is otoko, but once again, we have to go back to the message and not the dictionary meaning. Yes, if you look up man in a dictionary, it comes out as otoko, but in this situation, it is completely different. It's a separate word. It's just a word you use to express a strong emotional response, like for good things, oh man, this soup is amazing. Bad things. Finally home after a long day of work. Now just get my keys. Where? What? Oh man, this is horrible. I lost my keys. Surprising things. It doesn't matter whether you're a woman or not. It's a nice casual phrase to show that emotional release, just like yabai. Now the key thing though is that you can't just say it by itself. Most people put it with an adjective. If you just say, oh man, well, it sounds a little bit strange or confusing. All right, here's your food. Oh man. So how is it? Oh man. Is that good or bad? Oh man. All right, so in this lesson, we learned a lot. The key thing to remember is that learning English isn't just about changing Japanese words into English words. It's about sharing the message you want to tell using English. And since yabai has a strong emotional reaction and surprise message, we need to share that in English. And a lot of the time, there's not one word, but a combination of words that you use. Like when you miss a train and are late to a meeting.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss my train. No!
You can also combine other surprise expressions with other positive or negative words. For example,
oh my god, this is horrible. I'm gonna miss my train. What? This is terrible. I'm gonna be late. This is the worst. I'm gonna be late.
Wow, that's a lot of combinations, a lot of phrases, right? Well, in this lesson in particular, we learned a lot of phrases. でも、英語実際に使えないと意味がないですね。English is a tool to communicate with people and to help my members in my community be able to actually use this lesson in a conversation. I shared an exercise in our members area. If you're a member, just log in and go to the 会員限定のレッスンエリア and you will find the exercise there. But if I'm honest, just practicing isn't enough. To be able to really speak English in the real world, we need something else. 僕自身も日本語を勉強して最初の4年間は毎日2時間以上文法フレーズを勉強していたのですが、実際に日本に来たら全く話せなくて本当に悔しい思いをしました。なぜかっていうと、知識はたくさん覚えたかもしれないんですが、実際に話す感覚がなかったから話せなかったんですね。自転車と同じですね。自転車の説明書を読んでも、案内動画を見ても、実際にやってみて体で覚えないとできるようにはならないですね。英語もそうです。僕と僕の数百人の生徒が従来の英語学習をやめて、その話す感覚を身につける英語を体で覚えることにフォーカスしたら、気軽に楽しく話せるようになって、友達をたくさん作ったり、いろんな人と自信を持って気軽に話せたりして、人生が劇的に変わりました。具体的にどうしたらできるようになったかを世界とつながるメソッドというちょっと変わった英語学習メソッドにまとめて無料動画講座でシェアしています。興味のある方はぜひこちらをクリックするか概要欄にあるリンクをクリックするかこちらの QR コードをご利用ください。As always, enjoy your English adventures. これからも一緒に世界とつながりましょう。See you next time!